Oh my God, it's so close to him. Oh, thank God he was wearing that helmet. That got dark so quickly. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to Spy Family. We're now on season 3, episode 2, which is called Avoid Getting Tonitrus Bolts. There we go. And Blank's Memories. So the last episode I feel like was just an episode to help us get back in the swing of things after a pretty long hiatus between the movie and this season. There really weren't any new developments with the Forger family or with Nightfall, despite everything. And my guess is just that we're gonna kind of start getting back on track with Operation Strix now, because it has, like I said in the last review, we kind of deviated pretty far away from it back in season 2. So I am looking forward to seeing what we've got. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Just a reminder that if you'd like to know when I drop episodes, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
Yes, Madam Sherlock.
English. Wow, from the sky, God said don't smoke on school grounds. That's what you get. Wow, did she just murk this kid for smoking? I mean, I thought at most just a little detention. Jeez. He said, tighten up. Why is he looking at you indeed? Oh, I forgot she's in love with her dad. Yeah, we don't want to do violence. Just the fact that he doesn't have to talk for himself. Don't they actually have their own, like, private dorm? But I don't even know if they woke up late. He's like, guys, you're doing too much. Why? Who are you? You look too old to be a student. Why? Well, get to the point. Oh my God, here we go again. All the bolts. She's like throwing them like throwing stars or what? Wow. On the forehead? I think that might be assault. Okay, now calm down. Schlag. Rhymes with a hag. Oh, she looks like she's feeling great. Yeah. Bringing down the youth. She's loving it. Oh, well, I feel like there's a little something going on between these two. Not the twitch. Oh, well, I'm glad she's back. Listen, the youths need some tightening up sometimes, you know? You don't put them guardrails in place. Ooh, expulsion's a bit much. Not a single blade of grass. That's so dramatic. The kids are now still going to be waiting because they waited so long for that long-ass description. Bill-kun, run! We're not allowed to eat? Oh, I guess she didn't know. That is a baby, ma'am. Really? Oh God, okay, let's see who you're obsessed with now. It's probably your own son. So they don't have any towels or anything at this school to wipe your hands? He became a mohawk wearing punk over a handkerchief? Bro, your dad pays for this school. You don't need a handkerchief. Hey, they're the ones who made them promises, not you. Yeah, he's got a lot of pressure on him. Your dad. That's what it really comes down to. Anya's willing to take the hit. Aww. I know, come on, you already know he's not going to be that thankful. Not to your face. It's my favorite
ダリアンのカ
Yeah,
です
I'd say it's my favorite letter. So I'm rich.
もちろんあります
Did you only have the one? Oh, honey, I really thought you had pack two.
二つ目入ってなかった
It's okay, boo.
うわは
しくじった
Oh, he hates when she cries.
恐ろしいほどにバカなのか
She's just the dreamer, you know?
なのかしらもしそうだとしたら両名に
Ooh,
ポイント二つ
damn.
こいつは
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't worry, she's a hag. Just call her Miss Hag, because that's really what it is.
お前なんかに菓子を作られたままじゃ気持ち悪いからな
Sure. Piece of cake will take it.
感謝してるって言ってんだ
Really? With that attitude?
あ
Nothing happened. Go fix your bowl cut.
せて骨をやっつけ
That's the way. That's the attitude. But
お前それは
tell them the whole situation.
とに
Lloyd, breathe. Breathe. Oh my god, no. Not the overachiever. He's hyperventilating, guys. Okay. It's okay. We'll get the it's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
さすがであります参謀
You long gone.
大丈夫か
You're taking too much time panicking.
だがしかし振り向く
Damn! Not real shots fired.
ベスタリスの勝利であります
Sorry,
ま
brains.
た負けた
Brains win every time in the long run.
力だよな
This is supposed to be young Lloyd. We've only seen him once in a memory with his mom.
少年の名は
Is
コードネーム参謀
it was Lloyd. Why don't we get to know his real name yet? Ooh, sorry. I was just thinking that it might actually be a really sweet memory or moment if he eventually tells you his real name.
つけたな参謀昔陸軍が使ってた倉庫なんだって
That means it's probably not safe.
サバイバル演習でありますな楽しみであります
I don't know a place you live in where your parents are gonna let you sleep someplace they don't know where you're supposed to be all night.
えまた負けた
Look, he's good. That's all there is to it. Some people just walk in the light. It's okay. He had besties. Now, what happened that made him decide? Didn't he say he was an orphan, though? Seem to remember them saying that from a very young age, he ended up training because he didn't have a family. And that's why when he had that memory with Yor, it was such a special moment because he hadn't remembered his mom in years.
父さん帰ってたんだ
Oh, the shaded faces.
考えてるよ
He's just
みんなと一緒
playing.
に軍隊に入るんだ
Oh.
やめておけお前のような臆病者が戦場に出ても足手まとい
We had to use that type of terminology?
東の国を全員やっつけるんだ
Not abuse.
直接話をしてどんな連中か知ったのか
Right? Like you don't have to teach him a lesson like this. There's different ways. He's clearly a smart kid. Ooh, or a strong kid.
おい待て
I think you are done. You're doing too much. Is this happening because Lloyd passed out because of the Tanitris bolt?
おばちゃんコロッケ4つ
Do you have money? Brat pack. I like it.
手伝ってくれ
探しもあるぞ
Okay, well, then that's all we needed. Gotta earn them cakes, man.
するうちは大丈夫だ協定のおかげで目立った小競り合いも
Talking down to children is not the way about something as important as war. Money? Wow, we're doing well. I think a lot of us feel that way about our savings. I'm sorry, I gotta go back and see what that door says. Gai Shutso Chu. I don't know what that means.
欲しい参考書があるんだそれでお小遣い欲しくて
ほうそうか
He knows what to say to make his dad happy.
なくすなよ
ありがとう
He's not gonna buy a book with it.
一緒に祭り回ろうかいい子にしてろよ
You did lie. I get why he did, though.
なんでもない
Something tells me he's not seeing his dad again.
じゃーんおお
Your dad is gonna be livid. Do you still feel good? Exactly. And it's not that he doesn't want these things per se, but he hates the way he had to get it.
明日お祭りだ し準備手伝ってくるよ。
He leaves the new gun. That's the rough part, right? Especially when you're in a household where their approval is so hard come by. He doesn't like that he had to do it dishonestly.
僕って兵隊さんに向いてないのかな。
No one's really fit to be a soldier. It's a terrible thing to be if you don't need to be.
戦争なんてほんとくだらない。
She's saying exactly what I was thinking.
タニア人って角が生えてる悪魔なんでしょ。
Oh, really? They're your cousins. Relax.
話には私のいとこも住んでる。
Oh my god!
私悪魔の親戚に見えるかい？
Thank you. Oh my god, finally. A show that understands what I've been saying about war for ages.
なんか思ってたのと違うのかも。
They're not. There's kids just like you on that side too, being told lies about you guys.
大将たちとももっと違う遊びを。
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something told me there wouldn't be a tomorrow to talk to Dad. Oh my god, please tell me he didn't hit where the kids were at.
Huh?
Oh my god, it's so close to him. Oh! Thank god he was wearing that helmet. That got dark so quickly. And you end it there? I normally would watch the preview. I'm going to leave it though, because I kind of want to see what they come up with for the next episode. Wow, I have to say it's probably one of the darker episodes we've had of this show overall. I mean, it's not exactly I would say, it isn't, say, a sunshine and rainbows type of show, but I feel like the last time we really had like an episode where we saw some darker or more gritty stuff happen was probably back in the very early parts of season 1 and a little bit in, I believe it was the movie, when we kind of saw Yor go through basically divorcing herself from the assassin organization. But anyway, first half of the episode, again, super cute. Anya's back at school. We now finally, well, not finally, we have somebody at the school who really doesn't care about these kids, just wants to exert authority. And unfortunately, my girl is a bolt, and we are reminded that if Anya gets 6 bolts, that she's going to be expelled from the class. I don't know if it's from the school entirely, but I know from the class anyway. And of course, by extension, if she gets kicked out, then Lloyd's mission is going to be considered a failure. And so we know that since season 1, Twilight is very meticulous about his work. His spy work is literally his pride and joy. He's unmatched and untouched. He's got a perfect record. So this is the first ever mission he's had that not everything is in his immediate control. And it makes him very nervous as it is. And things were going okay. But obviously the biggest wild card in this situation is Anya, right? Yor, he's not even that worried about, because Yor is pretty predictable, but Anya, he just never knows what to do. And because, of course, as I've mentioned multiple times, he cares a lot about her as like, you know, he is feeling fatherly towards her now compared to season 1, but also because she's a child, there's only so much he can do. And so it's been very much, we saw back in season 1, he was showing up at the school, he was disguising himself, he was hovering, being the definition of a helicopter parent, trying to make sure she did everything right, but realizing that he kind of had to let her do her thing. And, you know, this is the first time she's had a negative, like a really, does she have more than one? I can't remember, but I think this is the first time she did get a bolt, but then she got like the Stellas. I think she got 2 Stellas. So it kind of, you know, balanced it out. But the point is, she shouldn't be going the other direction. She's supposed to be doing better. So Lloyd kind of having, I'm assuming, I'm going to call it a panic attack, basically, that looked like a stroke, because he's not used to failure. He's very scared of failing. And I'm going to go ahead and believe that the reason we're getting this flashback to Lloyd's childhood, because we already know a lot about yours, but we don't know a lot about Twilight. But I think the reason we're seeing it is because he, you know, he's passed out and he's probably having this moment while he's unconscious. Actually, that makes sense, because the last time he was unconscious, which was because Yor literally kicked him in the face, he had a flashback of his childhood. So that seems to happen when he's unconscious. But anyway, I think that, you know, seeing now that his dad, which, I mean, in this first flashback, he remembered his mother, which he said he hadn't thought about in a very long time. And in this flashback, we see his father, and we see that his dad was very strict. He wanted Lloyd to be, he believed that Lloyd's talents lied in education and in any type of a job that utilized more of what's going on here versus donning a uniform and going to war. And we don't know why his dad felt that way. way about war. He just basically said that you're not cut out for it. He called him a coward, which I said in the episode, I'm not a fan of parents using diminutive words. Yes, your child might not have a lot of steel when it comes to certain things, but you don't have to call them a coward. You could just simply say, hey, I think that you actually have, your strengths are better served elsewhere. My point is, he could have done it in a much more loving way, but as it goes in many people's households, a lot of people have been raised with a parent that unfortunately felt that using condescension and mean words and very strict ways was the best way to raise you, even if it wasn't. In Lloyd's case, it didn't encourage him to want to do what his father wanted. It made him scared of him. It made him desperate for any form of validation, right? And that's why I said I understood why he chose to lie to his dad, because he knew that saying that he was going to get a book and study would make his dad happy. But he also kind of wanted to defy his dad because his dad slapped him the day before and told him that he was being stupid for his dreams, right? So, him asking for that money because he wanted to kind of, in my opinion, do a bit of a screw you, dad, I'm going to get what I want. But then as soon as he got it, he realized that he lied to his dad and it didn't feel good. And seeing his dad actually light up and give him positive reinforcement and attention when he thought he was doing something that he wanted, that's what Lloyd wants, right? Or, little Twilight. Little Twilight only wanted his dad to love him for who he is. That's really what he wanted. But the only way he could get his dad's positive attention was by doing what his dad wanted, even if it wasn't what he wanted, right? And that's where, the disconnect is, right? His dad should love his son for who he is. And, Twilight shouldn't have to lie to get his dad to not be short, demeaning, and abusive towards him. You feel me? So yeah, it's sad. And I mean, we don't know much about his dad. I'm not going to excuse slapping a kid across the face. But as I said, I am very familiar that some people were taught to parent that way, or that's the only way they think they can. And I don't think that his father was doing it because he hates Lloyd or anything like that. I think he just thought that was the way. We heard the argument, right? The pieces of the argument that he was having with Twilight's mom about, oh, he's too soft. You're coddling him too much. The reason he's not doing what he's supposed to is because, you know what I mean? So I can get into a whole long tirade about parenting, but the point is, we have some better insight into Lloyd and the fact that, he wants to do the right thing. He wants to please people on one hand, and that's very much been apparent in this show all seasons. But he also has this strict work ethic that his dad did drill into him, it looks like, before whatever happened. And so anyway, I really loved, the last thing I want to say is that I absolutely loved the segment that they did, that little moment where little Twilight is talking to the croquette lady, and he's basically like talking about a lot of the myths that are propagated about war. And she basically says, like the thing about, oh, they're all devils out there, aren't there? And she's like, I have cousins, because they're part of the same country, right? And so many times with these wars that we see, they're fighting people who are literally their blood. It's just, anyway, I agreed with all the sentiments that she said, is that I personally don't ever think there's a good reason for war. And I love that she was trying to basically let little Lloyd know that, if it was up to her, no kids would be going to war on either side. There should be other ways to solve problems short of hurting people. And so she gave him some food for thought anyway, but unfortunately not a lot of it got to sink in, because we see that right after that, war did in fact break out, and that poor Lloyd got a brick to the head. And if he hadn't been wearing that fake soldier's hat, he probably would have been in far worse shape. But we do know that that's probably potentially what caused him to lose his memories. Because remember, he said he doesn't have a lot of childhood memories, and also probably sadly when he lost both of his parents. So yeah, lots of insight. But like I said, that kind of went from very cute to very dark very quickly, but well done. I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.